Has anybody guessed my shirt?
Oh yeah, what's I mean, you might as well. They're not gonna guess. You might as well show.
Who's gonna guess my shirt?
Haunted horse shirt? There you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I cut it.
What a piece of
I
junk.
cut the neck.
Yeah.
You cut the neck. You cut the neck.
Yeah.
Really?
I have to. I cut it so it needs to be. I can't do a man's shirt.
And I'm like, I'm 18 years old. I'm like, no, I'm good. And I'm an idiot. So
Good
there's
call.
that.
Oh my gosh.
Good call. I really want to touch myself. All right, here comes Tyler. That wasn't me, Hawk. That's
Well, hold on.
that's
Before
Bacon.
you put Tyler.
That's the site that gave me the haunted horse shirt, by the way. Does not surprise me at all.
Hey, I have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with this.
Haunted
None of
whore.
that.
I get my shirt. I had it all lined.
Next.
It looked perfect. You
Next.
approved this design. I said I approved the design, and then I got it, and it said
Oh
haunted
my
whore.
God, who the hell cares?
Said what?
It said haunted whore. I have it.
Where is it?
It's back there on the shelf.
Oh my God! How come that's not in a frame?
And you know what? You know what? Everybody wanted that. Tiffany, who's no longer
I
with
will
us.
pay big money for that.
There were people that wanted it, and they wanted to outbid each other for it. I think Bird Dog. I forget. who
Hello, we're
wanted it.
talking about goods from you. Let's
Yeah, well, it was when I debuted that because I opened it live.
No. Well, do it live. Do it live.
I pull it out, and I'm like,
Live!
and I hadn't seen it yet, so I'm like, okay, here's the debut of the shirt. And I pull it out, and I turn it around, and it says haunted whore.
Oh
The
my
SE got
God,
cut
that
off.
is classic.
Haunted horror. Cindy told me to auction it. She did. You know what? I'm waiting for the day I can just poop in my pants.
There is
and no one will say
Ryan is
anything.
there. Heck of a group here. Driving. Can I get a rhino marble, please?
Oh, right. Yeah, so I thought he
we're
said that.
moving.
There he is. Okay.
That's the one thing with the Friday show. We do have a hard out because the audience will start changing. I will start seeing Tedora,
Yeah.
Kamani.
You
people that
said
only
hard.
Show up for
Hard.
Friday.
Ryan was. I had a little too much wrestling today. Romy talked about wrestling for like an hour, and then I flip over to Ryan, and he's talking about wrestling. I'm like, come on,
I gotta get you guys fixed here. Get you.
Hi.
I have herpes.
bacon.
Bacon.
I have
Bacon.
herpes.
Bacon. Hey, Rome wants to say hi, Bacon.
What's up, pig?
Oh, I haven't heard from Pork in a while or something. I have herpes.
Bacon.
Bacon.
We've had technical
I
issues,
have
but
herpes.
we are getting there. So hold on. All right. I'm just a
there
girl.
they is.
All right.
Change.
All right. Welcome, Gail
All
and
right.
Heads from Bacon. I don't have Heads from Bacon on the screen because
I have
I
herpes.
forgot he was coming in. All right,
And
so here we are.
I have
Here
herpes.
we are.
Thing sucks.
Yeah,
And
right.
I'm an idiot.
Close.
I have herpes.
This guy is fucking stupid.
And I'm an idiot.
This one's from Vice.
Herpes.
People won't stop pooping in New York City's public
And I'm an idiot.
pools. It's a great story. No, I'm
I mean, seriously, can't give some people anything nice and new.
pooping in the pool.
Get your
Oh my God! I just think about the old diabetes guy, the old guy with the mustache.
Diabetes. Yeah, because like during the filming of all those things, you were hearing a lot of that.
You had.
No, cut!
Did it really?
5, you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, you may qualify for a free meter from Liberty Medical. If you have type 2 diabetes like I have, you're confronted with choices. You can choose to feel sorry for yourself. I hope you don't. I hope you choose to get involved with a good doctor. Find out some things about diabetes and your own body in the bargain.
Or
Jay, I don't know if it's named Captain Pastrami. I just want her to stop using filters.
he just reset it recently too. It was just on. Anyway,
Really?
Keeping me in a state of neglect and disrepair. My hair has grown wild and bushy. I am unkempt.
What is up? It's Monday. You know what? The NFL saw my show and my ratings, and they're like, this guy's killing us. This guy is killing us. He's taking away our ratings for Monday Night Football. And then they said, you know what? Let's put 2 games on Monday night and try to wreck this guy's show. So they're trying. Pretty soon, all of the games will be on Monday night to try to take me down. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work, NFL. Jerks. As I watch Justin Fields replay as I'm watching the NFL. Do I even have a video of the day? I have not loaded one. Luckily, there's only 5 people in here. You're all lurking, by the way. I don't see any chat except for the bot. Oh, shit. I am so not ready. I've never been this not ready before. And that's saying something. I don't have the buttons programmed. It's all set up for DJ Haunted Horse still. Haunted Horse Show. I've only got 4 stream decks. So I've got to change them all one by one. Haunted Horse Show. Haunted Horse Show. Haunted Horse Show. All right, let's test it out. Haunted Horse Show.
No. We'll do it live.
Yep.
Fuck it. Do it live.
It works. There's that. I don't even have my tablets programmed in. So, by the way, programming note, Headstrom Bacon's in tomorrow. And if you like your Headstrom Bacon fix, he's probably not going to be in for like another, like a month. He's going to be busy. So tomorrow's it. Maybe Thursday, Friday, but this week is it. Like the Addams Family, Cousin It. This is it. This is it. You guys aren't chatting because you thought the bot got the win and you're going to be the loser that gets nothing. The bot doesn't count.
Someone isn't gonna like that.
Your move.
Your move, Crepe!
What a bummer.
Your move, Crepe! Sign breakfast. Okay, what do we got tonight? New York Post. Women are ditching dating apps and going to the Ryder Cup to meet guys. That is not a dumb idea. There's a lot of dudes at the Ryder Cup, and I'm guessing if you can afford to go to the Ryder Cup, you've probably got money. What do women like? Men and money. Not necessarily in that order. Signed, Bill Belichick's girlfriend. Oh, he went there. Oh, the gold digger smack. So, gonna do that story. Another dating story. New York Post. Fed up 42-year-old splashes cash for Marry Me billboards in last-ditch effort to find mate. I want to fall in love. So she's not spending money on Ryder Cup tickets. She's spending money on billboards. This has been done. This is not new. But I want to talk about it. But here's another story from Newsweek. Americans are using personal time off to what? Go see the world, go on vacation, play hooky. No, to sleep. Not for vacation, report says. I just had a 5-day weekend. Today is my first day back from said 5-day weekend. I made the mistake of betting on last night's game. I should be asleep by 7:30 so that I can get 8 hours by the time my alarm goes off at 4:30. And you're like, wait a minute. 4:30, 7:30, that's 9 hours. Yeah, but I don't sleep straight through. There's like a couple times a night where I'm up for 20, 30 minutes. So I need to get 9 hours to get 8 hours of actual physical sleep, REMs. So I made the mistake of making a bet. All I needed was Tucker. No, Tucker. Is it Tucker Kraft? Kraft for the... So I had all my other players. I had my touchdown for Jacobs. I had my touchdown for the Dallas running back, Williams. I had a touchdown for Ferguson. I needed a Tucker Kraft touchdown for $237. And then that game went into overtime, and I said, you know what? I'm going to find out in the morning if I won, because if I stay up and watch overtime, I'm going to get, instead of getting 7 hours of sleep, which is what I ended up with, I'm going to get 6 hours of sleep. And that's just no dice for me. I cannot function on 6 hours sleep. I spend too much time at work behind the wheel. I already got the bot. Peter, you're late if you didn't see the bot. But, Peter, usually the bot doesn't count, but the bot gets this.
You won!
I changed my mind.
You did it!
Just so you can get this.
So you get nothing!
Why, Mr. Anderson? Why do you
Dacer!
I'm 5 minutes late and still the winner. No, you're second place. The bot won. The bot won. The bot won. And you're not, you may be 5 minutes late and still the winner. There are 6 people lurking. I see the eyeballs. I see the eyeballs. And if I want to see where they are, I can click on the button and see where they are. So we've got 4 eyeballs over at Twitch. So you 4 lurkers on Twitch, I see you. 1 lurker on YouTube. Well, that's Peter, so he's not lurking. And then X had 1, but X just dropped off. Cindy's here. She's lurking.
Hi, Cindy.
Was
How are you? It's so good to see you again.
She was lurking. Now she's not lurking anymore. But there are, and Twitch. I know who uses the Twitch platform, folks. I'm not going to out you, but I'm pretty sure I know one of you. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure I know who one of you is. And you know what? I'm not going to tease any more stories because I don't know how far through this I'm going to get. I am still looking. Where's my video of the day? I've saved up a couple of these, so I have them. I just got to find, what's this one? Whatever this one is, it's going to be. Oh, log in. I'm not logging in. I'm not logging in, Instagram. Yeah, this one's crazy. How do I pause it? There. Okay, there's our video of the day. Which will be up in 11 minutes. What's this? What's going on with the game? I gotta look. I gotta peek. Oh, fumble! Justin Fumble Fields. Hey, the Jets can't hold on to the ball. Braylon Allen fumbled going in for a touchdown, and now Justin Fields. What, did they butter up that ball? What the hell? The hell? By the way, I had Waller for a touchdown. That may or may not get me paid. I still need a couple more touchdowns. Tyler says, I just got Apple Arcade playing a game and watching. Apple Arcade, what's that? Is that like a rental service where you get, is that like, what's the one? Is it Microsoft Xbox where you get all those free games and you just pay a monthly fee? Is that what that is? Tyler. Hey, Tyler, Cindy, what the hell happened to the Packers last night and last week? This was like a Super Bowl team. Now all of a sudden, let's not get into that right now. Okay, so I'm going to go to this. I'm looking at the eyeballs. I'm looking at you eyeballs. There's 3 people in Twitch. So one got panicked that I said I knew who watches Twitch, and that one that fourth person was like, oh shit, he's on to me, and he left, or she left. Women are ditching dating apps and going to the Ryder Cup to meet guys. This is very smart. Single ladies are looking to the Ryder Cup to get their romantic lives out of the New York City rough and meet some eligible bachelors. The golf tournament, in which 12 American golfers tee off against 12 Europeans, started Friday at Bethpage Black.
You racist piece of shit.
Is that on full volume? I never know with this stupid tablet. On Long Island and runs through Sunday. How old is this article? It's over. September 27th. Two days old. After attending previews earlier in the week, Heather McMahon, I don't think she's related to the wrestle guy, an actress and comedian, took to her, quote, absolutely not podcast, unquote, I should say, absolutely not, unquote, podcast, and instructed gals in the tri-state area to delete their dating apps and run, not walk, to Bethpage, as I spit on the microphone. Come on! Quote, take the train. By the way, Mark's singing of the Oregon Ducks fight song was bullshit. It's a complete crap. Complete crap. So the rule said not a parody, but it should have also said, and you have to sing it like you mean it. Not lame. Quote, take the train, take the Long Island Railroad, the LIRR, out there, get day passes. That is where you are going to meet some hotties, she said. You know what? My wife watched the Ryder Cup on television. Are you telling me that she wasn't watching to see the golfers? She was looking at the gallery? At the hotties that this woman claims are in the gallery? She touted another benefit of the tournament crowds. Lots of Europeans. So uncuts. Signed Brad in Corona. Quote, you will meet yourself a hottie with a body from, Sweden, Norway. I am 50% Norwegian. You will meet a nice Irishman who loves Rory McIlroy, unquote. A TikTok clip from the episode has garnered more than 43,000 views. More than 250,000 people are expected to attend the event over the 3 competition days. Even in preview days, observers were quick to notice the favorable conditions. Wait, are they talking about weather conditions or single conditions? Colleen Gripperich, her name's Gripper Rich. She's looking for a golf fan that's rich and can grip and rich. A 36-year-old single from Fair Lawn, New Jersey, who works in technical support, attended a preview day and was happily surprised. Quote, as soon as I walked in, I texted my friends and FaceTimed my mom and said, look at all these guys, unquote. She told the Post, quote, I probably could see 500 or 600 men at one time. I couldn't even believe it, unquote. She also noted that the majority looked very eligible. Looked very eligible. Are you calling the viewers of the show losers? Jay is watching football too, more interesting than Haunted Horse. Well, duh. Even I'm watching the football game because it's more interesting than me. And I'm the one doing the show. By the way, Peter, I did win my fantasy football tournament against V and the Fee, folks. I just beat V and the Fee. I just beat V in the Fee. And if it was the smack off, I'd get $5,000. But for this, I get absolutely nothing.
So you get nothing.
If I beat V in the Fee in the smack off, I get $5,000. If I beat V in the Fee in fantasy football, I get.
So you get nothing.
But it's still fun to beat people. Boobless, loser, boobless, Santa reject. The arrow is pointing at Han Horse on the screen. Is it? Let's go to the Jim in Indiana cam. I think the image is pointing to Peter, is what I see. You are boobless, Santa Reject. I mean, I am boobless. You're not wrong there. But if I want boobs, they're downstairs. I get boobs anytime I want them. I still have to, I have to be allowed. I can't just grab. Even though you're married, you still have to be allowed to touch the boobs. He doesn't care. Why are you pointing at yourself and talking in the third person? Oh, unbelievable. Okay, so she also noted that the majority looked very eligible. Quote, they all looked like nice guys because they were wearing golf shirts. And who doesn't look nice in a golf shirt, she said. They also probably have means. Telling you, women want the money. Show me the money! Yeah, if they're at the Ryder Cup, they probably have money. Those tickets ain't cheap. Tickets for competition day start at $750 and are going for almost double that on resale websites. Food and non-alcoholic drinks are included. Nathalie Del Carmen, a 32-year-old single who works in marketing at events, lives in Gramercy Park, bought tickets for Thursday and Sunday and had a strategy in mind. I didn't know all these women had, strategies. I just went out and just, asked a girl to buy a drink. I didn't know they had strategies. My wife got me. Dating app. Her strategy worked. She told the Post that she'd, quote, dress cute, but not try too hard, unquote. And make a point of staying near the refreshments or lounges to meet men instead of talking to them on the course. That is a smart strategy. If you're talking to them on the course, they're going to tell you, shh, shh, shh. Quote, there it's frowned upon to be having conversations, unquote, she noted. Nina Bartlett, a comedian and event planner in New York City, announced a less subtle plan on TikTok. Quote, I am seriously considering wearing an I'm single hat to the Ryder Cup this weekend, she said. If wannabe golf girlfriends want any inspiration, they need to look no further than the various high-profile wags. What's a wag again? I think you know this, Peter. Women wag. Golf. The G's got to be a golf. Women attached to golfers? Women, what's a wag? It's a wag. Including Catherine Fitzpatrick, a former New Jersey pageant gal who recently wed U.S. Open champ Matt Fitzgerald. Okay, I got to look. What does this wag look like? Catherine pictures. That's a wag, all right. She's a wag. Back to the story. And Erica Stoll, who is a complicated marriage with Masters champ Rory McIlroy on the scene. Who is a complicated marriage? Are they trying to say who is in a complicated marriage? I heard someone throw a beer on her, that's bullshit. Don't throw a beer on anyone's wife. She's a wag. Definitely a wag. Whatever a wag is. Meanwhile, tournament stag Bryson DeChambeau, that dude had a girlfriend at one time who was all hot for Tiger. I remember that. They must have broke up because she was hot for Tiger. Has set tongues wagging by being linked to two influencers, Hunter Nugent and Lilia Schneider. Even those who aren't shelling out for tickets can get in the action. Gripperich Wasn't attending beyond the preview days, but she still planned to hang out in the nearby town on Long Island so that her dating apps, which are location-based, will pick up matches from Bethpage. That's that Tinder thing, right? So if, like, you're within, like, 5 miles or whatever of the chick or the dude, then it shows up and you can start swiping. Quote, 100%, this is where I'll need to be this weekend, she said. I love golf and I love men. There's a sound drop for Bacon or Ryan. Some commenters on McMahon's TikTok page seems to have similar strategy in mind. Quote, I definitely can't afford a ticket, but I did just change my location on Hinge. Oh, Hinge. What's Hinge? What is Hinge? I'm referring to Tinder, and I'm probably like, dude, no one uses that anymore. Oh, God, it's Hinge. We're all on Hinge now, dum-dum. Hinge is a popular dating app marketed for people seeking serious relationships, distinguishing itself from swipe-based apps by focusing on detailed profiles built with photos and mandatory answers to prompts. So it's like eHarmony and Tinder having a baby. And then they came up with, unlike Tinder, Hinge does not involve endless swiping. Instead, it uses an algorithm. That's eHarmony. I hated eHarmony. eHarmony sucked. That old man on the commercial. Based on 25 forms of compatibility. Yeah, 25 forms of bullshit. You got one a day. You get one. You're like, okay, who is it? No, thank you. And then you had to wait another day to get another one. And then be like, no, thank you. What the fuck is that? That's a good way to make a lot of money. One a day, 30 a month. That's a good way to make people, yeah. I went on Plenty of Fish. It was free. I got my wife for free. For free. I got my wife for free. Well, she got me for free. We weren't paying. When I was paying money, I didn't get shit. I stopped paying money and cha-ching. Let's see. That's the end of that story. All right, all the single ladies, go to the Ryder Cup. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Here's the other way of doing it. New York Post. Fed up 42-year-old splashes cash for Marry Me billboards in last-ditch effort to find mate. Last ditch? Does that mean if it doesn't work, she's done? Quote, I want to fall in love. Lisa Catalano believes in love at first sight. I see what you did there, New York Post. You're pretty sneaky. The Bay Area singleton, 42, is spending cold, hard cash to rent a dozen? That's got to be pricey. That's got to be pricey. A wag is like a helicopter, but when it's chub. What? What are you talking about? The game is pretty sad, but so is this show. Yeah. But yet I see you come back and 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 back for more. A dozen digital billboards along highways or California's famed Highway 101. Jay, do you have a billboard with Lisa Catalano on it? Does the 101 go near you? I think it does, doesn't it? Goes through Humboldt. Highway 101 map. Highway 101 map. Because the 101 is farther in than the 1. The 1 is like on the ocean, and the 101... Yeah, the 101. The 101 is by Jay's house. A dozen billboards along California's famed, I don't know if it's famed, Highway 101, advertising her hand in marriage to any commuter that's ready for commitment. She's got a website, marylisa.com. Oh, we're going there. Quote, I'm putting myself out there. Catalano, a vintage clothes retailer from San Mateo, California, told the Post with a laugh. Quote, people would be shocked if they knew how much this is costing me. No, I know it's costing you a lot because digital billboards are expensive. Shocked. Is honestly, video of the day is going to be late. I know you're getting ready to ask for it. Video of the day is going to be late because I'm going to finish this story. That's a lot of freaking money. Isn't there a better way? She could have flown to the Ryder Cup. Granted, a lot of those dudes live in New York, and now all of a sudden you're someone that lives in California having a long-distance relationship with a New Yorker. That's probably not a good idea. But couldn't you spend your money better than this? Catalano, who launched her ad campaign on September 2nd, chose not to disclose how much the exploit has cost her over the past month. It's got to be close to $100,000. A dozen digital billboards? It's got to be close. No, maybe 100's a little much. It's got to be close between 30 and 50,000. But the wannabe bride to be means business. Quote, this is not a joke. It's not a gimmick. This is serious. Self-funded endeavor. This is a serious self-funded endeavor. Unquote, she insisted. Quote, I just want to find a husband, unquote. Catalano's ad campaign, spanning 45 miles between Santa Clara and San Francisco, drives traffic to her personalized dating website, marylisa.com. Oh, we're going there. marylisa.com. Here it is. Ah, there it is. Seeking the right man to start forever with. About Lisa. Before applying, please learn a little more about Lisa, her personality and core values, and what kind of man she is looking for. I mean, that's third person. First, Lisa likes to speak in the third person. Apply here. If you or someone you know is interested in getting to know Lisa, please fill out one of the applications. Oh, we're going to look at that. Oh, a video.
I definitely will kiss on a first date. I have before, and I will do it again. I have no problem with kissing on a first date if that's something where you feel like that's the natural progression of things, and if things are going well and you're interested in one another. I don't think that there's anything wrong with kissing on a first date. I tend to initiate quite a bit on the first dates, and I think that it is a really good and effective way at figuring out if you have the right chemistry on that date. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Wait a minute, initiate, like lean in for the kiss. I'm not into that. I at least the first one. I gotta be the one that goes in. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think, and it's happened. It's very weird. Like, whoa. I'm not used to that. Yeah. Is that sexist? Probably. But I'm used to going in and not being gone in on. Now, after I've dated somebody and we've kissed and whatever, if my wife reaches in to kiss me, I'm all for it. But just the first one, I don't know. That's too much. It's too much to ask. San Mateo is the San Francisco Bay Area. Yes, I lived. You're telling the audience I live down there. Yes. We still have old school painted billboards. Yeah, I don't think your Eureka is going to be going digital billboards. You guys just don't have the traffic to justify it. The president needs... Nah, I'm not reading that fucking shit. Dude, I know it's a joke. I get it. Mr. A, don't persist in being a troll. Mr. A. It's how I express affection. That's what I always tell people. I always tease and joke the people I like the most. If we're all hanging out and I'm teasing people and I'm not teasing you, it's probably because I don't like you. True. It's true. Or you're really sensitive and I don't want to make you cry. There are people in groups that they really like get self-conscious if you tease them, like they get worried like you're picking on them or whatever. So I leave them alone. But yeah, I mean, you should see our Marco Polo group with a bunch of dudes, man. We're always busting each other's chops. Right, Tyler? All right, we're gonna go back to this woman's campaign. I'm gonna finish the story. I want to see that what that man, cats have that little, they have that fur, and then they have that little under fur that's really light. Every once in a while it gets in my glasses. And it just tickles the shit, but I can't see it. It's so fine. Catalino's ad campaign spending. Okay, so we read that. Her billboard fees are based on dynamic pricing. So Catalano pays varying sums for each post, depending on supply and demand, as well as the time of day and location of the ad. She's also taking out ad space atop taxi cabs, further promoting herself to motorists around the region. It's costly. It's a costly, clever attempt to find love, for which the millennials caught flack from cyberbullies who've deemed her insane and delulu. What is that short for delusional? She's insane and delulu. But after her last failed relationship, which ended in April, and a string of dating app disasters, Catalano's not shaving her self-promoting stunt. She's just ready to land a man at all costs, and this single lady is not alone. In fact, she's among a growing number of hopeless romantics who've thrown money at their relationship problems, hoping the investment would pay off in space. I'm telling you right now, if I was single, this woman wouldn't work for me. And it's not because she's doing anything wrong, but she's a type A. And the few type A's I went out with, they were either business owners. They were really aggressive, and I was like really not interested. They were like, we're doing this, we're doing that. We're going to have this for dinner. I'm like, no, hell no. Hell no. My wife is pretty easygoing. I can drive the car, so to speak, about 90% of the time. 10% of the time she goes, no, we're going to do this. And I back off. Because if she's only going to demand that we do something 10% of the time, then obviously she's passionate about it. And there's no sense in arguing since I get my way 90% of the time. And be like, the second she goes, no, I want to do this instead. Fine. Yep. We're doing it. Because 9%, hey, if I get 90 and she gets 10, that is fair. I will never argue about the 10. Unless it's like drive off a cliff or something, then I'd probably have to put my foot down and say, nah, I'm not into that. But yeah, it's like, hey, I want to go to the mountains. I want to go to the lake today. No, I'd rather go to the beach. As much as I hate the beach, I'm going to give in because she rarely does. She rarely says, I want to do this. This woman is a type A. We would be fighting over the 90%. She's probably, she's a type A. And there's people for type A's. Guys that are very passive are good for this woman. She's a very type A. Two type A's do not do well together. I've seen those relationships. They are horrible. And then two type B's don't get together because they just sit around and waiting for the other one to kind of push them in the direction. They can't get going. You need kind of the opposite to track thing. You need kind of the driver of the car and the passenger of the car. That works. Two drivers don't work and two passengers don't work. Got to have that happy chemistry. This is from 56 years and three marriages. My first marriage was a type A. That's how I know that doesn't work. Eve Tilly Colson, a corporate litigation attorney from Los Angeles, previously told the Post she'd pay a $5,000 referral fee. I think we did the story. Except the story we did, it was more than that. It was like $100,000. $5,000 referral fee to anyone willing to help her find the one. And much like Catalano, Muhammad Ibrahim Ibrahim, a New Jersey man on the prowl, has 2 purchased billboard space, including prime real estate in Times Square. That's got to cost a lot of freaking money. Shameless personal plugs is how app-exhausted folks are meeting their matches. But Catalano isn't picky. I'm looking for a man between the age of 35 and 45 who aligns with me on religious and political. Hey, Castellano. No politics. Belief as well as leading a health-oriented lifestyle, said the Belle, adding she wouldn't mind if her fella favors actor David Duchovny. So if you look like David Duchovny, I did have a look-specific thing on my profile, but I didn't say it was a deal breaker. I said, if you have freckles, that's a bonus. My wife freckles in the sun. So she's like, when I go out in the sun, I get little freckles. I'm like, that's bonus. I like the freckles. On her site, we're going to Caribbean in February. She's going to have lots of freckles going on. On her site, Catalana further details her, quote, non-negotiables, such as must be on board with monogamous relationship. Is there a big group of people that don't want monogamy? And no criminal record. Oh, so close.
Surprise, motherfucker.
No criminals. Non-violent personality. Oh, you gotta be non-violent.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You can't come on, Eileen. Or no, what was that? Not come on, Eileen. It was the other one. I get knocked down, then I get up again. That is not a song about beating her up. Just so we're clear. It's the working man.
Gail, welcome to the show.
Song for the working man. Because the working man keeps getting knocked down. He gets back up. He goes to work. He doesn't do whatever, fall down and stay down or whatever when the man push him down. Quote, I want to fall in love, said the hopeful sweetheart. I want to get married and start a family. He's got to be out there. Let's get back to, technically, I already gave you a video of the day with this. This could be the video of the day.
Thing where you feel like that's the natural progression.
You know what's weird? She's okay with kissing on a first date. Is anyone not? I get going on a date and not wanting to kiss the person you're with, but does anyone have a rule? No matter how great the date is, I'm not going to kiss until date 3? Why have that rule? If you want to, do it. If you don't, don't. I don't understand. Maybe in the 50s, if you kiss on a first date, you're labeled easy. But does anyone have that rule now that you're not going to kiss on a first date? Not even knowing who you're going out with. Just, that's my rule. I never kiss on a first date. Wow, the bar has been lowered since I was single. Right. It is. It is. Welcome to the show. You got to put Morgan in parentheses, but I know where you're going with that. Dua Lipa has a new rule. Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa. That video, she's on that mechanical bull. Okay, so let's get on. The story's over. We've got, she does kiss on the first date. I mean, like I said, who doesn't? Okay, we're going to look. Wait. So are we going to look at apply it yourself or apply on behalf of someone else? I'm going to click on apply on behalf of someone else. Okay. Your first name, your last name. You guys now know that I have Nord password and VPN. Because that's I've given myself away. You guys can try to hack my passwords with Nord. I have the password manager. First name, last name, your email, your phone number, first name of the man you are referring, last name of the man you are referring. How do you know the man you're referring? His age, his occupation, his current city, state residence. If residing outside of California, do you know if he would consider relocating? She owns a business, so that's kind of important, right? She doesn't want to have to sell her business, try to relocate that. Is he religious? Religious. What is his political affiliation? Hey, I said, no politics, lady. Take that off your questionnaire. His highest level of education and from where? Does he use tobacco, marijuana, hallucinogens, or recreational drugs? Does he want to get married? Has he been married before? Does he have kids? Does he want kids? What are his hobbies and interests? What does he like to do in his spare time? Describe his personality. Is there anything else you'd like Lisa to know about this man you were referring? What made you decide to fill out this application? Upload photo 1, upload photo 2, upload photo 3, upload photo 4. Send. Okay, now we're going to the apply for yourself. First name, last name. Okay, we got all that. Current city and states of residence, not accepting applications from outside the USA at this time. Oh, still she might. If she goes through every single man in America, she might go out. Do not apply unless you live in the United States. Exclamation mark, all caps. I know you guys are having a problem reading it, which is why I'm on that screen, which is why I'm reading it for you. If residing outside of California, would you consider relocating? Okay, so these are the same questions, just for personalized for you. Okay. There you go. And she's got billboards. Anything else on this website that we didn't see? Additional questions, immediate inquiries. That's it. View more about Lisa. I think we've got everything in the story. Videos. There's more than one. Favorite things. What's her favorite things? Activities. San Francisco Giants baseball games. Mini golf. Going for walks. San Francisco Giants. That's a win right there. That is a huge win. Driving topless in her convertible. Is she playing on words there? Is that a play on words, like the convertible's got the top down, or is she in the convertible without her top on? That could be two things. Exploring new places, museums, traveling, visiting friends, wine tasting, making YouTube videos. I mean, the Giants in the YouTube videos are right in my, I don't know about, and I like convertibles. I don't like walking on the beach. I don't like museums. So, yeah. Food and drink, wine, coffee, bacon. Bacon?
What's up, pig?
Tacos, artichokes, deep fried artichoke hearts. Music, Celine Dion, Taylor Swift, Alanis Morissette. Foreigner, there's a win. 90s to 2000s pop rock and alternative. Movies and TV, The X-Files, Seinfeld, 2 wins right there. Troop Beverly Hills, The Nanny, that voice is annoying. Newhart, Notting Hill, Frasier, You've Got Mail, The Sound of Music, never seen it. Argo, great movie. The Mary Tyler Moore Show, awesome. I've done that rant or that bit on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Dairy Girls. What the hell's Dairy Girls? Anne with an E. As time goes by, I don't know any of that. Twilight Zone, the Harlan Coben series on Netflix. Podcasts. I don't know anything about. Other. Black Cats.
You racist piece of shit.
Bright colors. 60s, 70s clothing. Lingerie. I like how she throws the lingerie in there. She's got to keep the guy like, oh, whoa. Cool. Growing microgreens and herbs, flowers, propagating succulents. We have succulents. They die a lot, though. They get moldy up here. Thrift shopping, making videos, creating art. John Steinbeck, Hamilton, picking up trash in her neighborhood, gardening, stain removal, and oxy cleaning. Oops, I hit the wrong button. All right, we're done with Lisa. Here is a video of the day.
It's time for Haunted Horse's video of the day.
It's spelled Derry. I'm assuming it's a show. I'm giving Miss Haunted Horse permission to slap you silly for looking at dating profiles. I look at a lot of things for this show. I actually look at naked women for this show. Just saying. When I get unsolicited DMs, I have to do research. And the fact that I scream into the microphone, no, she hears everything that I'm saying. Hey, Baki.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Okay, here's the video of the day. This is stop. Floodwaters in Pridham Sunadine Chahun, wherever the hell that is. So these are floodwaters. This is outside someone's window, their kitchen window, I believe. And this is what's going on because of the flooding. Can I make this bigger? That's what she said. How do I make it bigger? Anyway, that's a snake with a fish outside someone's yard because of the flood. That's not something you want to see in your backyard. A snake carrying a fish. One more time. Why can't I make this bigger? Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom that in. Oh, look at there. What? What?
Surprise, motherfucker.
There's a snake eating a fish in your yard. No, thank you. One more time with the zoom. No freaking thank you.
Surprise, motherfucker.
No freaking thank you. A snake carrying a fish. So if he's got that fish and it's not doing anything, that thing is poisonous. That's my deductive reasoning. That fish ain't going. It's dead. That thing got bit, injected with poison, and it's dead. So that poisonous snake swimming out in your yard, F that shit. There's no freaking way. None. Hey, Relaxing's here.
Welcome to the party.
Relaxing. What's the score? I should have put ESPN up here because I can't see the score. Why doesn't ESPN have the score on the screen at all times? Oh, there it is. Wait. No, that's the score of the Denver game. Jets 3, Dolphins 10. All right. We're in the third quarter already? Holy shit. Holy crap. So we're done with the lady with the billboards. There you go. Hey, if it works, it's worth the money, right? What time is it? I got 11 minutes. Americans, Newsweek. Americans are using personal time off to sleep, not for vacation, report says. I just took a 5-day weekend, and the best part about the 5-day weekend, I was working on shows and everything, was instead of getting up at 4:30, I was getting up at around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Freaking amazing. Sleep. I was sleeping about 10 hours a night. It was awesome. Last night I got 7. Not awesome. A large number of Americans are using personal time off to sleep rather than take a vacation, according to a new report. An Amerisleep.com survey of more than 1,200 Americans revealed that 37% used vacation days in the past year just to rest. Why it matters. While many companies have updated their personal time off policies to be more flexible or even unlimited in nature. That's funny. These jobs that have the unlimited personal time off, they do that because people will actually use less than if you just gave them 3 or 4 weeks. Because they feel guilty, like, oh, if I take too much, they're gonna think I'm not a team player, and they're gonna fire me. So they give you unlimited so that instead of taking 3 or 4, you only take like 1 or 2. And then I guess if you take 3, 4, 5, or 6 or 7, then you get fired. But it sounds good on paper. Well, let's see. Unlimited nature. Americans may be less likely to use the time off for vacation due to higher cost of living. However, overall exhaustion can also play a key role, sparking many workers to take time off to rest instead of following any specific plans. So you guys all know, at least the regulars know, for 24 years, I worked a 5-day work week. 8-hour days, 5 days, 40 hours a week. As of March, we went to 4 10s. So today was 10, tomorrow 10, Wednesday 10, Thursday 10, 3 days off. My favorite thing about that Friday, I know you want me to say, oh, having a show and doing 5 hours of programming for you fine people. It's not that. I would be lying if I said that. My favorite thing about the Friday is getting to sleep in. I look forward to that more than anything else. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's that Friday morning where I get to sleep in. It's the greatest thing in the history of things. Sleeping in and not having that alarm go off at 4:30 in the morning. Nothing worse. I was in mid-dream this morning when that alarm went off. I had a dream that we sold this house, bought a brand new house in a cul-de-sac that hadn't been built yet. Ours was the first house in there. And they were hammering on all the other houses trying to build them. And I'm like, oh, shit. For 6 months, we're going to be hearing hammers and tractors and everything else because we're the first house built. And we're going to hear all the other houses being built. And I was kind of pissed off. And then the alarm went off. And I was even more pissed off because I was in my old house, but I had to go to work. The new report found that 1/3 of workers aren't spending their vacation on leisure because they're using it to recover from exhaustion.
How dare you? How
dare you be exhausted? I think she's saying that to your employer. How dare you exhaust them?
How dare you? How dare you?
That rate was, I'm sure Greta Thunberg has never been exhausted. No politics. Because she doesn't have a real job. She gets paid to do nothing. Must be nice. That rate was highest among millennials at 43%, followed by 34% of Gen X, 33% of Gen Z, and 20% of baby boomers. Quote, people often crave this unattainable work-life balance complex where many Americans are using time off just to catch up on rest. Kevin Thompson, CEO of 9i Capital Group and host of 9 Innings podcast, told Newsweek, quote, with the demands of children, thank God I didn't have any of those. I get too little sleep as it is. I don't need that going, waking me up at 3 in the morning. Demands of children, extended family, and daily social engagement. Daily social engagement? It stands to reason that many are looking for a respite to recharge the life battery wherever they can. The survey also found that higher earners were 26% more likely to use PTO for sleep than those earning under $100,000. Oh, $100,000 is high earner. So you're calling me a low earner? You're right, though. On average, Americans who took PTO for sleep used 2 to 3 days to catch up. Here's the first time I used PTO to sleep. Here it is, right here. What? Tyler, are you fucking with me? Because you know I have that player. I already got my points needed, so if I have to drop him, I already got my win over V in the fee. Is he out? Are you fucking with me, Tyler? Are you fucking with me? He looked at my players and goes, oh, I'm going to pick one. He's out. I got my points. I needed 2.5. I've got 12. I know how selfish of me, right? Not to think of his health. And I've got a wide receiver on the bench that would have given me 22 points today if I would have started him. Okay, back to, but you know what? For betting purposes, that's going to hurt me. I have him in a couple of my bets. Where am I at? Where's the PTO? I got to finish the story. We're almost out of time. Oh, what I was going to say was when I got out of basic training, you're getting 4 hours sleep, 5 hours sleep max in basic for 8 weeks. And then you go to your next place and it's still basic kind of. It's hard to explain until you get unlocked down or whatever. So it was like 11 weeks of 4 to 5 hours. The second we were allowed to go off base, we were off of lockdown. This is what I did. I'm not kidding. Hotels are cheap for military. They're anyway, $8 a night for a hotel room, Augusta, Georgia. I took a cab. I got a hotel room, $8 a night for the entire weekend. So Friday night, Saturday night. And I slept probably 14 hours the first night and then like 10 the next night. That's all I wanted to do was sleep and watch television. That's all I wanted to do. And it was cool. The hotel had the blackout blinds. Blackout blinds.
You racist piece of shit.
That's what I did my first weekend. No partying, no drinking, no nut. I fucking got a hotel and slept. That's what I wanted to do. I was so fucking tired. That was my first weekend after being locked down through basic training. And then the 3 weeks after basic training, I fucking got a hotel and slept. So what is that? 12 hours and 22 hours in 2 nights. What? This story's done. 100,000. What people are saying? These are just people. Anyway, whatever. Now they're interviewing people about sleep. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Says he's injured. Hey, Baki, there's only one thing I love more than sleep or vacation. It begins with S and finishes with X. The number 6. The number 6. Steve Sachs, former player in the major leagues. Superman Fire watching recruiting training, 15 minutes of fire watch every hour on the hour for 4 hours. We had to do fire duty as well. It's 2 hours though. Right in the middle of your 5 hours of sleep. Oh God, I hated getting the worst one was the last shift because you couldn't go back to bed. That's the one everyone hated the most. Fire duty on the last shift. So you got up 2 hours before everyone else, like at 2:30 in the morning, and then you did not get to go back to sleep. That was the worst. First shift and middle shift weren't that bad. The last shift was the worst. And nothing I hated more than having, it's your time for fire duty. And I have talked about falling asleep on fire duty and getting caught. That was not a fun night for me. That was not a fun night for me. Having a corporal shouting in my face from a sound sleep because I fell asleep sitting in a chair. And then having to go see the commander. Oh, God, that sucked. Funny story now, not funny then. Of course, it has to be serious because if you do that in a time of war, you can get people killed. So I get it, the seriousness of it. But I remember he woke up the entire freaking company screaming at me to do push-ups. So fucking jacked up. And then I got 39 out of 40 on the target range, and I became the golden boy again. Okay, first of all, thank you, HH Brother. Tedora now has a new nick in the school, DJ Americana, haha. Yes, so Baki gave me an assignment that I thought would be easy that was not. I played Tedora's karate video with the Karate Kid, You're the Best theme. And he goes, she wants to show it to her friends. I couldn't find it. I looked through 2 weeks of shows, and then I realized it was on DJ Hot Horse on a show that I deleted because I was in such a grumpy mood for the first hour and a half, and I was yelling at everybody. I didn't want any proof, so I deleted it. So I had to go back through my Restream logs, find the clip there, copy it, and send it to her, or send it to Baki to send to her. Yeah, that I thought that would take me 5 minutes, and then it'd take me an hour and a half, but it was worth it. If she's happy, I'm happy. All right, everyone. Tomorrow, Hedstrom Bacon is here. It might be the last time he's here for like a month. He's getting ready to go on vacations and all that shit again. So, Hedstrom Bacon's here tomorrow. It ended up great. You did a fantastic thing. Oh, good. I'm glad it made her happy. Good. It was fun. It was fun to do. I looked for it while I was watching football yesterday, and it finally dawned on me it was on DJ show, and I deleted it off of X because I screamed at the audience and was in a grumpy mood. Okay, Hedstrom Bacon here tomorrow, 5 o'clock, Waterhole, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'll be more rested because I am going to bed. Literally, I will be sleeping within 30 minutes of right this second. So thanks for showing up, everyone. The chat was popping. Thank you all. Thank you, everybody. All the heckling, all the good stuff. I need to go find a new wide receiver, it looks like. I got Tyreek with a broken leg. That sucks. Hope he feels better. Hope it's not broken. Anyway, later, everyone. See y'all tomorrow.